On behalf of the Board of Directors of MKC, I want to thank you for not only your support of your cooperative, but also for your attendance here tonight. In addition to the member owners we have joining us this evening, we have many vendors, as you heard introduced earlier. They are strategic partners in our success, and I thank them for their support as well. You heard our CFO, Danny Posh, present our financial results. Another excellent year for earnings. A few years back, the board challenged Dave and his team to find, recruit, and retain the best help possible. In fact, we made it a corporate objective. Looking back, we believe this was a good decision on the board's part. The financial results we're seeing now are results of a good harvest, coupled with a good group of employees who can perform and given the tools to work with. I'll have more on the employee group here in a second. But right now, I want to take just a moment to recognize our group of board members. They invest a substantial amount of time into setting the direction of this company. As a matter of fact, we spend on average 36 days per year in service for MKC. So please hold your applause for now, but directors, can you and your significant other please stand? Directors, please stand. I'd also like to have Dave and Sneak Christensen stand, if you would, please. I know for a fact that Dave has created a culture here that's admired industry-wide, and the rest of these folks are an important part of that culture. So could I have the entire employee group and their families please stand? I want to thank each and every one of you. See, I told you it was a strategic initiative of ours to have such quality help. That's a good-looking group. Let's have a round of applause. It's an honor to work with this board and this employee group, and I know all the directors feel the same. We do have high expectations for this group of employees, and they know it. Each year we work with them on developing a plan that we believe will lead to not only financial success, but growth for your company. And yes, we continue to grow. But it's really just a result of this team executing a plan. We've mentioned in the boardroom more than once that this co-op doesn't have a retirement date. Our job is to continue to build a company that will have a future in another 50 years. What's it going to look like 50 years from now? I don't think any of us can imagine it, just like the people who attended the first annual meeting of this company. I know one thing for certain, though, it will be different. Look no further than the rapid pace of change we've experienced lately in the ag supply and grain industries. Big changes with big companies, with names a lot of us haven't heard before. Like the Swiss-based Glencore's $6 billion purchase of Viterra. Viterra's predecessor, by the way, was the old Canadian grain cooperatives known as the Wheat Pool. Then the subsequent acquisition of about 90% of Viterra's retail agronomy assets by the Canadian company Agrium. I would guess that Agrium will use the same CPS brand to operate those facilities that they use here. As well, they'll probably use the CPS brand to accomplish their announced goal of getting the largest 300 growers business in the U.S. How about the Japanese-based Marubeni's $3.6 billion purchase of Gavilon? Marubeni already owned Columbia Grain and Helena Chemical, both of which have a retail presence. I think the key message in all of this is that new multinational companies and the traditional ABCs and Ds are on a quest to connect with the acre or get closer to the farm gate. Our concern is that if MKC and really the entire cooperative system doesn't adapt quick enough, we could wake up someday and find ourselves irrelevant. So, MKC has been on a course of asset replacement. We will continue to challenge Dave and his team to build a company, including talent and infrastructure, that will take us into the next 50 years. It is truly about continuing the legacy. And this board understands it's our responsibility to our members and the next generation of members to prepare for the future just like our forefathers did. Today, all of us members together have over $60 million in equity in this company. The past year, we invested some $8.5 million into the company's asset base, and we're on course to do that much or more this fiscal year. It's only with your help that we can do any of this. So again, thank you for your support, and thank you for your attendance tonight.